Day 214 of the Daily Stoic. Don't go expecting perfection. Quote, that cucumber is bitter, so toss it out. There are thorns on the path, then keep away. Enough said. Why ponder the existence of nuisance? Such thinking would make you a laughingstock to the true nature or the true student of nature. Just as a carpenter or cobbler would laugh if you pointed out the sawdust and chips on the floors of their shops. Yet while those shopkeepers have dustbins for disposal, nature has no need of them. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 8.50. We want things to go perfectly, so we tell ourselves that we'll get started once the conditions are right, or once we have our bearings, when in reality, it would be better to focus on making do with how things actually are. Marcus reminded himself, don't await the perfection of Plato's Republic. He wasn't expecting the world to be exactly the way he wanted it to be, but Marcus knew instinctively, as the Catholic philosopher Joseph Pieper would later write, that, quote, he alone can do good who knows what things are like and what their situation is. Today we won't let our honest understanding of the world stop us from trying to make the best of it, nor will we let petty annoyances and minor obstacles get in the way of the important job we have to do. I don't think it is ever right to expect perfection, but at the same time, I think it is right to expect action, discernment, and good decision-making. And I'm coming at this idea from the context of an operator, from a business builder, and I guess a boss, right? I never expect perfection. I expect execution, because it is only through the act of execution that we actually come to learn something. You can analyze all day long like a bump on the log in your chair. You can do research. You can write everything down that you're going to do, but guess what? Until you actually do it, nothing is going to happen. And so I think one of the best ways to operate in life, and it might seem counter to the think before you jump idea, but I think in most cases, you don't actually have to think that much. Especially if you're building. If you're doing something or you're trying to move the needle forward in any area of your life, you have to go and do. There are times, as you can probably imagine, because we are 214 days deep, guys. You can probably imagine there are days in which I did not want to go through the Daily Stoic with you. I'd rather just read it on my own. But at the end of the day, the Daily Stoic need not be perfect. It just must be done. Because we're not quitters here. And we're not going to quit. And we're going to keep executing together. Aren't we? See you in Discord, MetaFam.